Okay, so in this video, we're going to discuss one way to determine a quadratic function given 3 points. Okay, and here we have 3 points, right? So there's two ways to do this. You can use your calculator to give you a regression, or you can do what I'm going to show you here in this video, which is come up with a linear system of equations and solve that system. You can also just solve the system using the calculator. I'm not going to make you do it by hand anymore. But anyway, I'll talk about how to do that in class, how to do the calculator regression, and also how to solve systems using your calculator. I'll probably make a video about it if I can get my desk cam to work. Anyway, I digress. So I've got 3 points, right? And one of them is 1 by 2. The other one is 3 by 0. So we'll say 3 by 0 is right there. And the other one is 5 by 6. Right? So we've got a parabola doing something like this, right? And I mean, all we can do is guesstimate. We have no idea what it is. We know A is positive, right? We know one of the x-intercepts. We don't know the y-intercept. We don't know the vertex. So we can't just guesstimate here. But because we have these 3 points and because we know it's quadratic, we know for a fact it can be expressed in standard form. Okay, and because it can be expressed in standard form, we really just need to look for A, B, and C. And we can find A, B, and C using a linear system of equations, something we're already quite familiar with. Okay, so that said, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is plug in these values of X and Y for each one of these. Okay, so I'm going to color code to stay, what's the word? To stay organized so I don't, get lost or lose anybody. So first, using these points, I'm going to plug into here. So I'm going to say that X is 1, Y is 2. So 2 equals A times 1 squared plus B times 1 plus C. Okay, and I, of course, can just simplify that into 2 equals A plus B plus C. So that's my first equation here, is A plus B plus C equals 2. Okay, use a different color now. So now I'm going to do the same thing I did earlier, except with these numbers. So Y is 0 whenever X is 3. So now I've got A times X squared plus B times X plus C. Or 0 equals 9A plus 3B plus C. Okay, so I've got 9A plus 3B plus C equals 0. Okay, and one more. Okay, so Y is 6 whenever X is 5. So that is going to be 25A. I'm skipping some steps, plus 5B plus C, right? That's because 5 squared is 25 and 5 times B is 5B. So 25A plus 5B plus C equals 6. Okay, so I'm not even going to solve this by hand because I think we've had enough of that already. Okay, what we're going to do is throw this into our calculators. Okay, and I'll just briefly say the steps on this video. Um, I need to make use of the software and I keep putting it off and make a video like using that actual calculator software so you can see the buttons that I push, but I'll go ahead and just tell you verbally. So, what you're going to want to do is hit menu and then hit 3 for algebra. Then you'll see option 2 says solve system of linear equations. We're, of course, going to click that. Okay, then it asks us for the number of equations. We, of course, know that we have 3 equations here, right? 3 equations. Okay, so once we're done with that, we'll just use variables x, y, and z. I mean, you can change them if you want. You can say a, comma, b, comma, c. Okay, so then we just type in. So we've got A plus B plus C, and then equals 2. You type it in exactly as it appears. 9A plus 3B plus C equals 0. And then 25A plus 5B plus C equals 6. Okay, then you just hit enter and it gives you your solutions. So the calculator is telling me that A is equal to 1, B is equal to -5, C is equal to 6. Okay, so in standard form, f of x is equal to 1x squared, so just x squared, minus 5x plus 6. Okay, and for an added bonus, let's go ahead and figure out what it is in vertex form. Okay, so f of x in vertex form is going to be, so b is -5, so minus 5 over 2 all squared, minus 25 over 4, plus 24 over 4 for 6, so we can combine those two. And of course, we're left with -1/4. So f of x is equal to x minus 5 over 2 all squared minus 1 over 4. Okay, so that means that our vertex is down here at -1/4, right? And to the right by 5 over 2, so that's 2.5. Okay, so we'll say our vertex is there, and then of course we know we pass through the point 3 by 0. So that would be 3 by 0, right? That's this point here. We also pass through the point 5 by 6. So let's say 5 by 6 is way up here. Okay, and we see we're starting to connect into a pretty smooth curve now. And 1 by 2. So let's say 1 by 2 is somewhere over here. And there we have it, guys. Okay, so that's how this is going to work. Based on 3 points, how you can easily figure out what your quadratic is going to look like in standard form. And then, of course, you can easily get it into vertex form after that. Okay, so let me know if you need anything, if you have any questions about the calculator. I'm going to show you more in class, obviously, than I can on this video. So, yeah, goodbye.